this content out and feed these Steam Deck fans. Boy, oh yeah, they hungry. Yeah, Chris, what you got for them? What I got for them? Oh, by the way, hello viewers. Mornings. Another beautiful day. Yeah, hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good. Or excellent. Yeah. Alright, now, let's see, what should we talk about here first? Okay, let me deal with the Steam Deck. Get this out the way real quick. Let's see, what do we have? Okay. You know, I know Black Myth Wukong is about to get a sequel. But anyway, it says here, Risk of Rain creator Hoppo Games joined Valve. Exciting times ahead for Valve and Steam, as most of Hoppo Games and the creators of Risk of Rain series have joined Valve, announced via post on their X Twitter account. Hoppo Games itself sounds like a simply no more. And while Hoppo Games are original team behind Risk of Rain, Gearbox under Embracer took over the IP back in 2022, so the series will continue to work without them. And it says, here's a quote: Today we have an exciting update. Duncan and Paul, alongside many other talented members at Hoppo Games, will now be working on game development directly at Valve Software. We're incredibly grateful to Valve for their partnership in the last decade and are excited to continue working on their awesome title. However, this does mean that we are stopping production on our unannounced game Snail. It's been an exciting and transformative 12 years. We feel lucky for the opportunity we've had and deeply appreciate both our team and fans that have supported us and our games. We love making games and will continue to do so for the years to come. We've excited to become working side by side with people at Valve, but now sleep tight, Hoppo Games. What do you think they will be working on? Deadlock 2, Half-Life 3, or something else? Yeah, gaming on Linux. I was thinking the same thing. Maybe they can help Valve working on let's see, a new Team Fortress, a new Left 4 Dead, a new Portal, a new Half-Life. Of course, there's Deadlock. So yeah, and of course there's the Steam Deck too. So yeah, you Steam Deck fanboys, you're good. You're good. Alright, let me keep going here. What else we got? Since we talk about video games here, keep pushing. Okay, let's see. Okay, what's this? Build a retro. Okay, no, I'm not. No, leave that alone. Leave that for another day. Alright, let's see. Next one. Square Enix invests in Playtron for their Linux-based Playtron OS. First alpha is out now. Okay. Let's see here. Playtron are quietly building up their Linux-based Playtron OS behind the scenes, and not only have they released their first alpha, but they're pulled in another investor too. As a reminder, Playtron OS was announced back in March with the plans to bring their Fedora Silverblue based Linux system to as many devices as possible. They're not a hardware company though. Think of them more like a vendor making a specialized version of Linux to ship to OEMs. Unlike SteamOS from Valve, they are working on directly integration with not just Steam but also GOG, Epic Games, and other platforms directly inside the system. The first hardware that will actually be using it is the SuPlay OX0X1, a strange looking and sound Web3/blockchain handheld. Just announced via press release shared with me today. Square Enix Holding Company Ltd. have invested in the company. This is in addition to Samsung Next, Polychain Capital, Alumni Ventures, Myston Labs, and others previously invested in them. Alright. And what it says here, Square Enix investment in Playtron underscores its commitment to driving innovation and enhancing players' experience and access, said Hideki Hira, General Manager Investment and Business Development of Square Enix. This collaboration aims to leverage Playtron Game OS to expand the distribution of Square Enix portfolio of beloved franchises and explore new creative possibilities that are only possible when harnessing full power of the operating system. Okay. And let's see. Playtron. Okay. All right. Well, it says here Playtron CEO Kurt McMaster added, "We're thrilled to join forces with such a legendary game publisher as Square Enix. The PC we know is now the PC we know is morphing into a new form that requires a possible build OS for games that meets the demand of powerful new game hardware such as handheld new players who have grown up in a mobile-first world with much more sophisticated UX sensibility. This investment will accelerate development and deployment of game OS and create experience for players around the globe. Additionally, the first alpha version of Playtron OS has now been released. For those of you who wish to test and give feedback, so far they note it has been tested across the ANEO, Asus ROG Ally, GPD Win4, Lenovo Legion Go, Valve Steam Deck LCD, and Valve Steam Deck OLED. One of their developer kindly shared a bunch of screenshot of it in action, and then they say a lot of what they do is open source, but seemingly it's not all of it. In their fact, they note at the first only the operating system code will be open source. We have planned to open source more and release API documentation to allow developers in the community to contribute and build their solution with using Playtron. They will also still have the anti-cheat problem that SteamOS has, but they do say they're working with interested partners to enable anti-cheat service. Still early, but it's looking pretty promising. The real test will be getting more known vendors to use it further along in development. Alright, keep moving. Alright, okay, cyber nerds, what's going on with you? Okay, let's hear. Cyberpunk cross-platform Nexus mod app version 6.0 out, expanding Cyberpunk 2077 support. Alright, the Nexus mod platform team continues to build their new open source cross-platform mod launcher with expanded support for Cyberpunk modding in the new 0.6.0 version out now. Eventually, this could be true go-to for modding on Linux and Windows. Currently, the app only supports Stardew Valley Cyberpunk 2077, with more to come as the app features are expanded. One big new feature of this release is multiple loadouts. You can manage multiple different mod setup for single game, allowing you to swap between them. There's also a 3-view display setting for my mod and library pages. Okay. And then they have, let's see, other features and bug fixes and technical change. Update my game page with new title designs. Game title show a score icon to indicate where the game was downloaded from. It is now possible to delete mods from your library with a workspace. The active panel is now highlighted in the user interface. All panel and tab workspace now have a history, allowing users to navigate forward or backwards using the new arrow on the top toolbar. Fonts used in the user interface have been updated to enter in line with our new design team. Bug fixes: fix the game icon in the spine flickering when updating a loadout. Rework the update available pop-up to make it more clear that updating the app requires a full reset of your mod setup. And then fix an issue where Steam games would fail to launch on Ubuntu. Technical changes: download files now use a new job system to make them easier to manage. We're continuing our back-end work to convert mods to loadout items. Then it says synchronizer for handling loadout states has been reworked to provide much more robust coverage for edge cases. Add generic support for path-based diagnostic check when checking for missing dependencies. Yeah. Nexus mod. Alright, let's keep going here. What else we got? Let's see here. What else we got? What we got? Oh, let's see. Let's see here. A love letter to the monster tamer Janier Battle Gem Ponies is out now. Let's see what we got here. It says, after successful Kickstarter back in 2021, Battle Gem Ponies from Yote Games has officially released as Love Letter to Monster Tamer Janier. You might also notice the clear inspiration from My Little Pony. So basically it's a Pokemon-like with a pony team. You command a pony that alternates between 3 different forms to outsmart the opponent in a strategic turn-based combat. An old school RPG featuring a diverse, vibrant cast of collectible pony characters. It does things a little differently to other similar games though. Instead of collecting a bunch to swap out during battles, your main creature can temporarily transform into another during battle. And then it says the developer mentioned that now it's actually out there. They will keep fixing up bugs as they come in after their planned free story DLC chapter, controller support, and more content overall as they work towards an eventual Steam release sometime in 2025. It has native Linux version which you can buy from Itch.io page. Yeah. Anyway, keep moving here. What else we got? Let's see here. Okay, I did that yesterday. So let's see. I did that. All right. What else we got? Keep moving here. On the gaming front here. Yeah, gotta keep you guys up to date. You know, I talked about this yesterday, and I jumped all over it. Let's see here. Especially with the Fest. Intel revealed their Core Ultra 200V Lunar Lake available starting September 24th. Says here, Lunar Lake has launched now officially as the Intel Core Ultra 200V series, due out for September 24th for AI PCs. The actual launch on September 24th will include systems from Acer, Asus, Dell Technology, HP, Lenovo, LG, MSI, Samsung, and others, with various products going up from today for pre-order. While not truly aimed at gamers, Intel do say the processors come with a massive leap in graphics performance, and they're the most efficient family of x86 processors ever. The processors have completely re-architected performance core, optimized for performance per power per area, along with Intel most powerful efficient cores, E-cores, to date. And that's that. Alright, now, keep moving here. What else we got? And of course, there's the, let's see here, what's this? Make it, okay, Steam Space Exploration Fest, start date on the 9th of September. So we talked about this yesterday, so don't worry about it. That's already done. Alright, now, let me go over here on, see what we got on neowin.net here. What do we got? Okay, let's see, coming to Game Pass. Let's see what we got. Here's what's coming to Game Pass. Age of Mythology Retold, Riders Republic Train Sim World 5 heads to Xbox Game Pass. So, Star Truckers Age of Mythology Retold. Star Truckers available today, September 3rd. Age of Mythology's Cloud PC, Xbox Series X and S, September 4th, tomorrow. Expedition Mud Runner game, Cloud Console PC, September 5th. Riders Republic Cloud Console and PC, September 11th. And Train Sim World 5, Cloud Console and PC. And Star Trucker is Cloud Console and PC, available today. And let's see here. Some older titles are leaving Game Pass on September 15th. That's Ashes of Singularity, Escalation, FIFA 23, Payday 3, Slime Rancher 2, Spider Heck, and he says You Suck at Parking. Those are the 5 games that's leaving. So yeah. Alright, keep moving here. What else we got on the gaming front? Okay, Firefox. Got to keep you guys up to date though, that's for sure. What else we got? Let's see, Firefox 130 is out with improved translation, new Firefox lab settings, sections, and more. It says today Mozilla released Firefox 130 for all users in the release channel. This is a relatively minor update with a few additions, such as the ability to translate portions of text on a page, a new settings section where you can check out experimental features, a bunch of new localization, a fix for copy-paste issues in context menus, and more. New features in Firefox 130 include the following. Version 130.0 first offers to release channel users on September 3rd, 2024. Firefox now allows translating selected text portion to different language after a full page translation. Firefox now offers an easy way to try experimental features with a new Firefox lab page and settings. AI chatbots features let you add the chatbot of your choice to the sidebar for quick access as you browse. Picture-in-picture auto opens experiments enable pip on active videos when switching tabs. And it says overall overscroll animations are now enabled as default behavior for scrollable areas on Linux. Then it says here are other changes and fixes in Firefox 130. Various security fixes, fix an issue where copy and paste text menu item intermittently were not enabled when expected. The following language are now supported by Firefox: Catalan, Croatian, Czech, Danish, Indonesian, Latvian, Lithuanian, Romanian, Serbian, Slovak, and Vietnamese. It said Web Crypto API now supports Curve 25519 primitive. Then it says in parentheses E25519 signatures and X25519 key generation. Enable the web code API on desktop platform, allowing level access to audio and video encoder and decoders. And then it says, as usual, Mozilla has separate pages for developer information and enterprise release notes. You can download Firefox 130 from the official website. The browser is also available in the Microsoft Store on systems with Windows 10 and 11. If it is already installed, go to the menu Help, About Firefox to force update the browser to the latest version. Full release notes for Firefox are available here. Yeah, news, folks. Anyway, keep moving. What else we got? Let's see here. Keep moving here. You gaming nerds want your news? Okay, we did that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, what's this? What's this? Oh, let's see if I can get this. Oh yeah, the Marvel's Capcom collection is coming to Xbox. Let's see here. What else we got? Rust for Linux team suffers a blow as its leader stepped down over non-technical nonsense. Wedson Almeida Filho, a Microsoft employee, last week announced his resignation as a maintainer of the Rust for Linux project following disagreements within the Linux kernel developer community, including TSO maintainer of the widely used extension for file system. Almeida blamed the reason for his resignation on non-technical nonsense draining his energy. He said that he's been heading the team for 4 years now, but doesn't have the enthusiasm he once had to continue arguing for Rust's place in the kernel, which is predominantly written in C. Some people prefer Rust because it's memory safe. Memory safe code removes issues like buffer overflow and dangling points, reducing software bugs and security vulnerabilities that hackers can exploit. Memory safety is the main selling point of Rust and is one of the reasons it pushes so much by its supporters. This is one of the reasons some people want Linux to be written in Rust. However, this effort is meeting resistance. And then it says, I truly believe the future of kernel is with memory safe language. I am no visionary, but if Linux doesn't internalize this, I am afraid some other kernel will do to it what it did to Unix. He continued to share a YouTube video where Linux developers have an open argument about Rust in the kernel. It lasts about 4 minutes. You can watch it below from the time stamp. And then it says the register spoke to Almeida, who said that the detractor in the video was Ted's TSO, who maintained a popular extension for a file system which is in wide use by Linux distribution, including Linux Mint. TSO used C, said that when he refactor codes that cause breakage, he can just go and fix the C code that he need to because he understands C. He said that if he refactor codes and it breaks the Rust program, he doesn't want to have to go in and fix those as he doesn't know the language, adding, here the thing, you're not going to force all of us to learn Rust. Almeida said that this was just one example of the pushback he and his team have been facing from some involving in developing Linux. The most high-profile Linux developer to have a disagreement with Almeida over Rust in the kernel is Linus Torvalds, the creator of Linux, who wrote in 2022's. And then he says, if you cannot get over the fact that the kernel may have other requirements that trump any language standard, we really can't work together. The Rust rules may make sense in other environments, but the kernel does have hard requirements that you continue to limp along even if some fundamental rules has been violated, exactly because there is often no separate environment outside the kernel that can deal with it. End result, a compiler or language infrastructure that says my rules are so ingrained that I cannot do that is not one that is valid for the kernel work. Then he says, in a recent interview, Torvalds said that he was disappointed with how slowly Rust adoption in the kernel was going. He said that many developers have gotten no interest in learning Rust, and add that he doesn't use it either, but can read it. I was expecting updates to be faster, but part of the problem is that old-time kernel developers are used to C and don't know Rust. They're not exactly excited about having to learn a new language that is, in some retrospect, very different. So there's been some pushback on Rust. It will be interesting to see how things go for Rust for Linux projects going forward. But it's contending with people who have been using C for 30 years to build Linux, and changing that could prove difficult. Yeah, sounds like people have a problem being adaptable by the looks of that. But anyway, what else we got? Let me keep moving here, get this news out. What else we got? Okay, we talked about that yesterday. Okay. Uh-oh, what's this one? Where we going? Alright, let's see. Let's see here. Enotria, the Lost Song developer, slams Microsoft as it delays the Xbox version indefinitely. Then it says here, Enotria, the Last Song is an upcoming Unreal Engine 5 based fantasy action game from the indie developer and publisher Yama Games. It's due to be released on September 19th for PC and Sony PlayStation 5 console. The original plan was to launch the game for Microsoft Xbox Series X and X console as well. However, today Yama Games announced that on the website via Windows Central that it is not going to happen after all, and it may be a while before the game makes it to Microsoft console if it released at all on Xbox platform. It says in the message the developer says in part, unfortunately at this time we have to announce an indefinite delay of the Xbox version. We understand how disappointing this is to the Xbox community. Unfortunately, despite our best efforts and the hard work of our dedicated team, we encounter challenges that have delayed our release on the Xbox platform. We want to emphasize that this is not a decision we've made lightly. We apologize for any disappointment this may cause. Sincerely, thanks to you for your understanding and patience. As a self-published indie studio, your support means everything to us, and we are dedicated to bringing in Notria to as many players as possible. Then it says, while the message does not go into specific about the game delay for the Xbox platform, a message on the developer Discord channel from Yama Games CEO Jackie Griso has more info on the decision. You can ask Xbox why they haven't answered us for 2 months. Obviously, they don't care about Enotria, and they don't care about you. The context is open a store page and submission. We've Xbox Series X versions ready, but we can't proceed with submission and release. I spent a lot of money for porting, and they decide to ignore us. And then they say, on the surface, it looked like Microsoft Xbox certification system for Xbox game might not be working as well as it should. Hopefully, Yama Games will get at least some communication from Microsoft so we can move on bringing Enotria, the last song, to Xbox gamers. Yeah. Communication, Microsoft, you gotta do better than that. Alright, what else we got? Keep moving here. Let's see, what else we got? Okay. I'm just trying to knock all this out and get this done here. Okay, let's see here. Funcom exec says Dune Awakening for Xbox Series S is a challenge. Here we go again. Poor Xbox Series S. Says here, let's see, says here, Dune Awakening is aiming to push hardware capabilities with open desert world, large-scale PvP battle. However, the less powerful spec of the Xbox Series S present a notable challenge for porting games. According to Funcom Chief Product Officer Scott Jr., in a recent interview at Gamescom, Scott discussed the studio optimization efforts. The Xbox Series S in particular presents a challenge due to its low specs. It's worth noting that Microsoft has already made memory optimization easier on it. Junior state PC will launch first to complete the optimization. Then he says, so it is one of the reasons we are coming out on PC first. There's a lot of optimization we need to do before we release on the Xbox. But yeah, Xbox Series S is a challenge. While some games will leave powerful component, even older GPU should run it. Well, albeit without ultra settings, the Unreal Engine allows for scalability, but Funcom is focusing on lowering the asset detail and employing technologies. This aims to maintain visual quality across a range of hardware. Unreal does a lot of work for us in some ways, where more doing is optimization of assets and using various technologies, but be it FSR or something else, to replicate frames. Funcom wants Dune Awakening to look good on all machines. We want the game to look stunning on high-end, whether your RTX 3070 or RTX 4090. But we also want it to look good. I don't think we release our mini spec yet. And then he said, we asked if the game ambitious scale could still demand much from lower end PC. Junior remain optimistic. Through ongoing beta testing and optimization, he believes the title will perform smoothly on hardware years old. With beta tests ongoing, the studio is collecting data on performance and pushing servers to their maximum player capacity. According to Junior, future betas will aim to completely fill out the entire virtual world in order to test the game as at its intended scale. Dune Awakening is coming to PC, Xbox Series S, and PS5 2025. Alright, now, what else we got? Gotta keep you guys up to date here. What else we got? Alright. Okay, a new Transformer game, huh? Okay. Knock this out and let's get this over with. Okay, let's do this. Got one more article to talk about. Actually, two more. Get it done here. Says here, Microsoft rumored to be working on 2 new Transformer games. Rumors appear to be circulating that Microsoft will be continuing the Transformer franchise in at least 2 ways. According to the reports from Transformer fan site TFW205, the tech giant is secretly developing not 1 but 2 Transformer projects. While details are sparse, the site source says both titles are targeting a 2024 release window. As the owner of Activision Blizzard, Microsoft has experience with Transformer games thanks to titles like Transformer War of Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron, and The Rise of the Dark Spark, which were released in 2010. That does sound incredibly ambitious considering that Microsoft is going to attempt to launch 2 entirely new Transformer games this year. It's very possible, though, that the rumors refer to enhanced ports of re-release of past titles on modern consoles and PC. Transformer is a pretty big multimedia property, so new games could cross-promote upcoming movies and shows. Then it says, it is interesting that Microsoft Studios now owns Activision Blizzard, formerly known as Activision. The company prior to the acquisition by the tech giant published multiple Transformer-related video games titles, including Transformer War of Cybertron, and it follows up of Cybertron. Recently, it was revealed that Microsoft is seeking a reliance for Activision 2013 video game development. The story goes on to say that Microsoft may have a similar plan to bring back another Marvel licensed game, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, originally released by Activision in 2006 and a sequel in 2009. The action RPGs allow players to create a team of heroes to fight their way through a famous Marvel storyline. Due to an expired license deal, these titles are no longer digitally available on modern platform. Says Transformers is a popular franchise with a passionate fan base, so new games are sure to generate buzz. However, until we get word from other than this unconfirmed report, take the following rumor with a pinch of salt, or a grain of salt. Anyway, let me keep moving here. Let me see what else we got. What else we got? Keep moving. Okay, we know about Suicide Squad, man. What is going on with them? Oh, they messed up big. Anyway, how the mighty have fallen, man. Man, what's going on here? Let's see here. My Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Developer Rocksteady hits with layoffs. Man. Says it's no secret that the release of developer Rocksteady's most recent game, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, was met with a general poor reception from both gamers and game reviewers. It also failed sales expectation from its publisher Warner Brothers. Now a new report claimed that the other shoe has dropped, claiming a large number of layoffs at Rocksteady. Eurogamer report that it has gotten info from unnamed Rocksteady staff members that the developer Q&A department has been cut down from 33 team members to just 15 workers in the last month. In addition, it stated that an unnamed Rocksteady staff member announced this weekend on a social media account that they had been laid off as well. In the middle of their paternity leave, according to the story, the mass layoff in Rocksteady QA division will add to the work of the remaining 15 members. In June, Bloomberg posted a story that reportedly showed how one of the most anticipated game from one of the most well-regarded game developer turned into one of the biggest bomb in recent video game memory. Rocksteady, who had risen to fame from 3 single-player games in the Batman Arkham trilogy, took on a live service game design with Suicide Squad Killer Justice League. The final result was the game failed to meet gamers' expectation and caused Warner Brothers to announce it would take a huge $200 million loss with its development. Bloomberg article states that Rocksteady wanted to make a single-player game for its project, which could certainly be returned to its roots. Meanwhile, Sefton Hill and Jamie Walker, co-founders of Rocksteady, departed the studios some time ago to launch a new developed 100-star in 2023. An unconfirmed report claimed that the studio received funding from Microsoft to help launch their first unannounced game. Yeah. Alright. What else we got? On the news front. Man, so much going on in the news here. Let me see if I can knock this out real quick. Alright. Here's one more and then that's it. Say one more. One more. I think it's from Neo Wind. Actually, no, from E-Technics. And we're done. Alright, now here's the other one. Black Myth Wukong. Says here, Black Myth Wukong reportedly set to receive 2 DLC and a sequel. Says the highly popular game Black Myth Wukong is reportedly on track to receive significant content update, with developer that's Game Science planning at least 2 DLC expansion before launching a potential sequel, according to Lunatic IGN. It says Game Science aimed to launch 2 DLC for BM quote W before the release of their game Black Myth Wukong Jang Zia. The game was meant to have 13 chapters, but they released only 6 longer chapters because of the budget. Join my Discord info. And then it says the game originally had 13 chapters planned, but only 6 made it into the final release. Industry insider Lunatic Ignis revealed that the remaining 7 chapters were cut due to the budget constraint, but will now be released as a part of upcoming DLC. These chapters weren't left on the cutting room floor, Ignis stated in a post Twitter X, adding speculation that Lunatic Ignis also hinted that these DLC will be available before the Game Science release a sequel, potentially titled Black Myth Wukong Jiang Zia. The timeline for these expansions remain unclear, but insiders suggest they could arrive before the game's first anniversary in 2025. So he also said that the DLC expansion may explore additional story elements involving figures from Chinese mythology, such as the Buddha and the Jade Emperor and Neza. However, as with all leaks and rumors, this information should be cautiously still until Game Science make an official announcement, or taken with a grain of salt. It says the developer has not yet confirmed any details about the DLC as a potential sequel, but the company did register trademark for 2 more Black Myth titles earlier this year. This move suggests that the Game Science is keen on expanding the universe they built around Black Myth Wukong. Alright, that is that. So that's all the news I got to report on the gaming front. And you Steam Deck fans are covered. News, deals, games, update, the usual. You guys are covered. Some of these articles have videos in it. I will leave those videos in the description box and put the number of videos beside the game trailer so you'll see. So I will leave all those videos. But other than that, you guys are good though. News, deals, games, update. And I'll keep you guys in the loop. So I had to cover all that, get it done, get it knocked out. Right now it's 11 o'clock, so good enough. But anyway, hope that got your news covered. Marvel vs. the Capcom Fighting Collection, Volume 3, Marvel vs. Capcom Collection will be available on Xbox One next year. So 2025, according to Capcom. So yeah, I'll leave the trailer for that too. So in the description box. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars Star Trek thing. Dark Side. Go. Peace.